Indian way to say Suri,
Yes.
like the fringe on top.
Greetings, friends. Jacques Howard here, and welcome to Hub 13, Trenton 365 midweek broadcast here. And it's an opportunity for you and yours to stop in, get a tour of the building, see what's going on here, share about what you're doing. You can go to Calendly and schedule a time for you to come in. And we can go from there. You also follow on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. At this time, I've got Bainy Suri, who stopped in today. You've been here a couple times in the last couple of weeks here at the Hub, but I'm glad that you're here because we've been trying to connect for quite some time.
For years, I've been trying to connect with this guy.
And social media is an amazing tool to get people
Sure.
connected because that's how our paths have crossed. And now that you're here and you visited Hub 13, I thought it would be great for us to just get a recording of us having a conversation, introductory conversation, and you could tell the audience a little bit about who you are, what you're doing, what brought you to the East Coast, from Cali, etc.
So hello to everyone. My name is Bainy Suri, and Bainy is pronounced just like rainy, but with a B. And I am a full-time now activist. I am also a lobbyist, and I'm a licensed attorney in the state of California. And I came back to New Jersey after, I think it was like 36 years or maybe more. I lived here when I was a young woman and a young girl in Hamilton with my family. And I had spent probably, 15 years out on the West Coast because that's where my license is. And I had always wanted to live in California since I saw the movie Valley Girls. I was kind of smitten right away. So if it's Californian girls, I'm in.
Nice.
And for the last 10 years, my focus has primarily been on plastics, but it's been under the larger umbrella of waste. And so now, having gotten plastics passed, which was amazing and done with so many different people, I'm working on compost. And once again, just as with plastics, I take a very innovative approach to problem solving. I like to do things that are creative and things that are different and things that are novel. And one of the wonderful things about Jersey in some ways is that while Jersey has passed some incredible landmark legislation, which I would thank Governor Murphy for, the Plastic Pollution Reduction Act, and also the Landmark Disparities of Pollution Act, which really protects the communities that are always hit the hardest. And so now under that waste umbrella, I'm working on compost, and I have a new program. It's designed as a municipal program, but one thing that I learned in plastics is that sometimes you have to learn to work around the government, because the government of the town that you live in, even though other people are progressive and are willing to do things, is not willing to do them. So how do you get it done? What's going to happen at the end of the day? And for plastics to happen, it had to happen at the state level. I wrote an incredible bill. I think it is still a very good bill today. It was actually charging for paper and for plastic. So, when you go to Whole Foods right now, if you pick up food to go, they give it to you in these beautiful plastic bags. They are not being reused. I mean, maybe the owner is repurposing them, but every week you're getting 5 to 10 bags. And I had a Italian student staying with me, and he literally, it was unbelievable. I mean, I wanted to cry. I was like, do you know who I am? I'm the bad girl. You cannot have these bags. But people do need to put their groceries in things when they're being transported or delivered. And so paper would have been a great solution for that, with, of course, a 10-cent charge to discourage wasteful use. So that was a mouthful.
Yeah, and actually, that's, I think, when we first met, because I believe it was a green team meeting or sustainability meeting at Rider University.
Okay.
And you had actually had a display up about the bags.
Okay.
And I think it was like 1,000 bags or something like that.
Yeah, we had a bag monster.
Yeah, exactly.
And he was a monster.
And I remember that opened my eyes to what was going on with the plastic bags. And then I remember in Mercer County specifically, it turned into a political thing.
That's right. That's right. So I'm amazed. This is awesome.
Yeah. So that really bothered me, and that at that time I was really getting my feet wet with the Trenton Green Team.
Okay.
And so I had started really doing thinking more environmentally about my day-to-day life, like plastic use and rewriting and reusing things over and over again. So I'm cool that you're bringing this up. Folks, this wasn't scheduled. Literally, she was coming in, introduction. Yeah, a typical Wednesday thing. And now all this is coming back because that shows how connected we are. We are completely connected. We're all part of this together. We need to work together.
And that was the thing that really interests me about the Hub. It's a hub. It's a
Yeah.
place to come and connect. It's a place to build community. It's a place for small businesses or people who maybe don't get the resources that other people get to have a community that they can get information from, they can look to support, they could promote their events. So I'm just learning about the hub. I had one experience that was very positive and now I'm back and hopefully we'll see, maybe I'll get an office here. It's definitely a good location.
Oh, look, I got to tell you, this is awesome because this was totally not planned, but you just hit all the points and so forth. But I want to drill down a little bit. Hello, Robin. I want to drill down a little bit more on some of the work that you do, because I think that is important for folks to, again, get a writing utensil, piece of paper, and so that you can reach back out later. And then we can start thinking about what do events and things look like, bringing people from the community together and revealing to them the facts, like you said, like earlier. I want you to pitch that show idea, but the whole idea of plastic bags, plastic use, and having a fact-based conversation with people who are whatever, for it, against it, and say, hey, look, let's come to a common ground, preferably over some food and beverages, and talk about this so that we can all be more enlightened. And we can do this like in a space where, like the hub, where everyone's voice is equal. So no one's speaking down towards anyone. No one's voice is being shuttered or silenced. No, let's have a true conversation about these particular things that are affecting all of us.
I think the hub supports democracy.
Oh, yeah.
Because it is an open opportunity and there's not a demographic or a little box that you have to fit into. You're going to come in here in your box and you're going to make it whatever you want it to be. And you've got this opportunity for collaboration, which I always say that there's an exponential power in collaboration. You know, she told two friends and she told two friends. It's unbelievable what can happen when you collaborate together. It's really like, it's powerful, you know, it's palatable and you can see the results. And if you look at the passage of the plastic pollution bill, you will see a lot of that collaboration. And it's something that I always try to talk about because, you know, it's not, I definitely was one of the first people that lit the fire, and I don't feel any shame or embarrassment about wanting to take credit for that. Like, sure, but I did not, you know, blow the fire up into what it needed to get alone. That's a lot of organizations and a lot of people, and most importantly, mostly volunteers. Sustainable Jersey's green teams, I think with the exception of Princeton, are usually volunteer based. So these people are just like, they're genuinely interested. You know, it's not like someone's paying them to do that work.
I'm glad you brought that up too. So I am doing work with the Trenton Green team, which actually just had their last monthly meeting, October meeting here, but also with the Sustainable Jersey Mercer County Coalition. So we're planning an event in January at Cooper's Riverview.
I know Cooper's Riverview. I don't stay there.
So I'm going. This is your public invite. So I'm going to be inviting you to this event for you to participate. Yeah,
I'm in it, but I don't end up going to it a lot because there's already other activists in Princeton, or sort of nonprofits, I would say, not activists. I wouldn't categorize them as activists, but that are working on that. So Princeton, it sort of pays someone to help them with that work. So it's a little bit of a different mix.
Yeah.
But overall, I know the coalition. I think it's terrific. I love Sustainable Jersey, and they are very authentic. You know, they will downgrade you if you're not doing what you say you're doing. Like, they are the real deal.
Awesome. Your contact information, how people can reach you.
My contact information is, I have an email at Eco Community Solutions, which is my company. That's my website, Eco Community Solutions, but I would email me at baineysuri@gmail.com, or you can send me a text or pick up the phone and call me at 310-245-2247. That's my contact information.
Awesome. Bainy Suri. Jock Howard here on location, Trenton 365 midweek, Hub 13. Remember, friends, it's always about justice, peace, and humility.